And now, the Toyota Sports Desk.
Well, it's Pro-Am week here on the Central Coast.
Players have been out practicing today before the tournament officially begins tomorrow.
KION Sports Director Maxwell Glenn has been keeping up with all the action for us. He joins us now live from Pebble Beach. Max, how's it looking out there?
It's looking great, and those practice rounds are officially in the books out here at Pebble Beach. And if the background is any indicator, a lot different than things looked last year, something golfers noticed. But it wasn't just the weather they've been paying attention to. It's the course itself that's been different as well. But instead of me telling you about it, how about the pros themselves?
The course is good. There's a little bit less rough than there was last year. The greens are quite a bit firmer, and so if the rain holds off this week, I think it'll continue to get firmer as the week goes on. It should be a lot of fun. These greens are small, and when they're firm, they can be really challenging.
It's got more bounce to it than any of the AT&Ts that I can remember this time of year. Not quite U.S. Open level, but it's got some bounce to it, which is going to require obviously more accuracy off the tee, but definitely more thinking into the greens.
It's going to play completely different than it did last year. It's really, really firm. The rough's down, but it's still hard to hit greens if you don't hit the fairway, and it's a completely different test than it was even last year.
It's a firmer golf course, which I think makes it better, and the rough still makes it playable where, you'll still see some, guys can score. But you have to be smart about how you're picking it apart versus getting away with kind of throwing darts in.
In these last couple of days that we've been practicing here, the ball's bouncing quite a bit. The greens are a lot faster. It's firmer. So if the weather stays like this, I actually think it'll be tougher this year. I think the scores won't maybe be as low.
Well, there you have it from the world's best, obviously building on that anticipation before the rounds begin Thursday. But a couple of things to keep an eye on, including the featured groups out at Pebble Beach. Pebble Beach Pro-Am releasing these today. Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth, Rory McIlroy and Ludwig Aberg, and Sahith Theegala and Wyndham Clark. Those are your featured groups. But as for the Pro-Am portion, here's a few pairings to keep an eye out for. Larry Fitzgerald, Condoleezza Rice, Pat Monahan, three right there, and then Mia Hammond. How about this foursome? Pau Gasol and Eric Church in that one together, and then Bo Hostler, Steve Young, Mackenzie Hughes.